Hello, everybody. First, I want to say that welcome to Ohio. I am really sorry that I cannot attend the Cohen Syndrome family gathering this year due to a job relocation down in Florida. So I really miss seeing everybody this year, and I know that you guys are having a wonderful time. I really appreciate everything that the DDC and Patty that they have done to kind of work with us to have this wonderful venue for everyone to enjoy. And I understand the weather's really nice too. So I wanted to just kind of give a greeting on behalf of the Cohen Syndrome Association. My name is Lisa, as most of you know. I am the current president and one of the founding members of the association. And part of what we have, what our association has done is to raise awareness about Cohen Syndrome so that we are more globally able to help everybody. And I am actually recording this via YouTube so that way our families overseas can also see this greeting. And in the event that the weather doesn't permit me to be there live, or that way this can be shown more than one time. So I wanted to go over some of the information first about the Cohen Syndrome Association and what we do. And just kind of our, just a short synopsis of how we started. Currently on the association, we have about 255 members that are, and I'm including members of everyone overseas, everyone that's kind of participating on Facebook. I know that we also probably have more people out there, and some of these are also friends and family. We actually were formed in June of 2008 at a previous Cohen Syndrome family gathering. Dr. Wong in the clinic asked for parent leadership as they are a medical facility and they really needed parents to take an active role in supporting each other. We officially launched the initial Cohen Syndrome website in August of 2008. And it's kind of grown since then. The following year, we launched the association Facebook page. And it actually, October of 2008, we were officially formed as an association. The Cohen Syndrome Association is a nonprofit. We are a 501c3, and we are also registered as a group. I wanted to share some stats as far as statistics on the Cohen Syndrome website, because really what we do now is really we are the resource for anyone that gets the diagnosis of Cohen Syndrome or anyone that is doing research and they're just looking for more information. We try to have some good information at hand for anyone that's doing any research, and hopefully provide helpful links to anybody. And also just kind of a screenshot or how we share what our kids are like. Many of our families have been generous enough to allow for pictures. We do have some videos up there, and that way it's really helpful if someone is just getting a diagnosis for them to see not just medical pictures of Cohen Syndrome, but they can see our kids as they really are. As far as our site visits, just to give you an idea, we actually have had about 67,000 hits from the United States on our website, about 19,000 in the United Kingdom. India, we actually have had 9,000 visits. Canada, 6,000. Germany, 6,000. And France, 5,000. I realize there's other countries I know that we're hitting, but these are kind of just pulling the big numbers coming in. I mean, we certainly have families down in Australia. Glad the ladies came to visit, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet Molly this time, Lynn. And I mean, I know we have people over in even, overseas. I actually recently just received an email from somebody over in Asia, which I thought was quite interesting. Some of what we do or what we participate in, sorry, that's Morgan making that noise, is we actually go to conferences when we can. We're a member of the Genetic Alliance. Diane Wargo and I actually go to some of the conferences that they have in DC. We also are a member for Rare Disease Day and try to raise awareness of Cohen Syndrome that way. Some of the other services that we really have tried, and we're still grassroots by all means, is the Cohen Syndrome Family Fund, where a family can ask for help and we can maybe try to fundraise for them for just like a small help. I did want to go over, we do have the Cohen Syndrome Family Survey that we offer on the website, and this was something more that we did just for informational purposes, just to kind of get an idea. I mean, we're a parent support group, we're not a medical facility. So this is just to kind of, so we know kind of what our families, what kind of stats we could pull together. So far to date, we've had 78 entries on the site. And they're just very basic questions for those of you that have taken the survey. And interesting stats that we have right now is, it looks like the most age that we have on this survey is most kids a certain age is from ages 8 to 10. And the least amount of Cohen Syndrome, entries on the survey is from age 20 to 25. Statistically, male or female, looks like there's 46% boys on our survey and 53% girls. Out of our family, one of the questions we asked is, do you have more than one child with Cohen Syndrome? And it was actually 11% said they did. Another question we asked is, how did you get the diagnosis of Cohen Syndrome? Because certainly I know previous years it was just about all clinical, and now things are changing. I'm happy to report that actually 51% of our kids have been genetically confirmed Cohen Syndrome, and I was very happy to see that. Clinical symptoms was second, as far as 38% diagnosed that way. Then there was another 5% that was just diagnosed from other, so not really know the source. And then 3% was the family doctor that did the diagnosing. We did kind of have a section of what are the clinical symptoms that impact you most. And the things that really kind of came above were the low muscle tone, believe it or not, the hyperactivity, and I know Morgan, we have her on Ritalin for that, and then the autistic behaviors. All the other clinical symptoms that we had on there were pretty much even, with, one didn't jump out more than the other, and that's the neutropenia, the vision issues, all of that. I mean, they were pretty even. Another important question that we had was, is your child verbal? Because I know statistically the medical portion was saying that it was only 20% were nonverbal. Well, according to our families that took the survey, while 59% of our kids are verbal, there is 41% that are not. So, and I'm not really surprised given how our children struggle with speech, that the numbers are a little bit higher, at least in our survey. Did also ask what families were using an augmentative communication device, and unfortunately I couldn't really get the data out of that on how many that are nonverbal have some type of technology. Then another question we had was that how old was your child when they were diagnosed with Cohen Syndrome? And I mean, the numbers are pretty good. I mean, we've from age 4 to 7 years, 36% were diagnosed. From ages 8 to 11, 19% were diagnosed. And age 1 to 3 was also 19%. From ages 12 to 15, it's 14%. Ages 16 to 20 is 9%, and 21 or over was 3%. Another question that we did ask is, do you have health, how would you rate your health concerns for your child? Do you raise, and really most families, I think our kids, the majority are healthy in comparison, and about 50% said they had medium health concerns with their child or what they face. Now I would surmise that a lot of that probably lies into the neutropenia and also the vision issues. 24% of our families said their children had multiple health issues, while 21% they said mild health issues. So those are the statistics that we have at this point. And I am, so sorry I wasn't able to join you guys this year. I'm really enjoying the pictures that we're seeing online. And we certainly welcome any of your feedback. Certainly we're parents just like you, so our goal is really to raise awareness about Cohen Syndrome, to get some funding for some potential research, and really to support each other. So everyone have a wonderful time in Ohio, and I will definitely be there next time because I am not planning to move from Florida. And we will see you soon. Bye.